This is my favorite way to stretch the shoulders in the morning. You will want to set up in tabletop and come and go from cat-cow a couple of times. When you set up, have your hands on an elevated surface. It could be the bottom rung of stall bars, it could be blocks, whatever works, and see if you can invite your tail under and ripple your spine multiple times and invite your heart to be quite heavy. Once that feels good, you could bring your hands higher up the wall or the stall bars or just a coffee table and play with tucking your tail and untucking your tail. Tuck your tail and drop your heart, stretch the armpits. And each time you do that, see if you can relax more in the armpit and chest area. Let the head go. Sometimes you could tuck the tail a little bit. And you could play with the distance where the knees stay directly underneath the hips, regardless of how high the arms are. And keep playing with dropping the heart down and seeing if more and more of the back of the heart can relax so the front of the armpits can stretch. Once that feels good, you could play with standing up, and again, your hands could be on a coffee table or a rung, and come and go and just see how it feels in your shoulders, in your heart, and decompress your spine as much as possible. While you're doing this, it'll be nice to have the tail slightly under. You're not in a full posterior pelvic tilt, but you are bringing the tail down, regardless of whether your knees are bent or if you're standing. As you notice, my hands are relaxed, so you're not holding on for dear life. You're just genuinely stretching and invite a few spinal waves as you come and go. The more waves you do, the more you're going to lubricate your spine. The more you lubricate your spine, the more the ribs can soften, the thoracic spine can relax. And play with different heights. And again, repeat the pattern where the heart gets heavy and the armpits are hollow. One could play with the legs. Again, it's just accruing time in a lengthened position, specifically with the armpits hollow, the heart heavy, and the back body decompressing. You could play with shortening the lever, so you could bend your elbows and place your triceps on a wall, on a countertop, or in this situation, I'm using stall bars, and I'm doing the exact same thing. Notice my feet are underneath the hips, and you could tuck and untuck your tail. But you're not really tucking and untucking your tail, you're just rooting the tail down and allowing the spine to ripple. And then invite the heart to unlock more and more and more, all the while the armpits are stretching. Sometimes you can't tell, but I'm pulling away from the bars towards my heels as one tucks the tails and soften the knees. So you could play with how bending the knees can feel, how rooting the tail more can feel. And again, just invite more and more rippling and spinal waves, undulations throughout. Because again, we're doing full spinal mobility. Obviously, the focus is on the ribs and armpits in this stretch, but as a whole, the more open your lower back is, the more you can start working with this. Once you've done that, you'll want to turn around and bring your hands above your head and hold behind you. Here I have stall bars. If at home you don't have that, sometimes I go to the bathroom door and just hold along the one side of the door and then the other, so the frame of the door. And you'll play with the height. Notice here that my bottom ribs are coming down, the center ribs are forward, and the collarbones are up. And as you inhale, see if you can breathe 360 degrees of awareness throughout your entire ribs. Lift your heart significantly.